जगन्नाथ श्री जगन्नाथ मद्गुरुः श्री जगद्गुरुः मदात्मा सर्वभूतात्मा तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः।
We don't know our destination, but Guru is aware of the same. Sometimes he creates several turning points in our lives, but it is all for our good. Guru keeps talking with us, mingles with us, and suddenly gives a turning point in our lives so that we get immersed in the ocean of bliss. Guru knows very well where to lead us and where to provide a turning point in our lives. He first tells us respectfully. If we don't understand or if we don't listen to him, he will cuff us or kick us if required. Whatever it may be, they are blessed, whoever accepts it as his grace. Guru's grace is neither visible to our eyes nor audible to our ears. Guru carries on his work very silently. He diverts our lives in many ways, driving us towards that state he wants us to grant. We can neither describe them in words nor imagine them with our minds. The Guru's work constitutes only to protect and not to punish, though it might look otherwise.
We may have physical proximity with our Guru, but if we peep within, there is no similarity between the Guru and ourselves. We cannot perceive his state. Guru maintains indulgence, walks and talks with us, eliminates our weaknesses without our knowledge, and bestows us with the state he has attained. Sometimes Guru might think we will get ruined if our desire gets fulfilled. Therefore, he might ensure that our desire doesn't get fulfilled. We may think that our Guru has abandoned us and might get angry with him. Guru does all this only to acquaint us with our anger. We may not know our weaknesses, but the Guru knows them. He will not leave us until he purifies us by dragging out our shortcomings and burning them into ashes.
Sometimes, Guru intentionally sends us hardships and pleasures. He observes whether we can maintain our equipoise in our happiness and troubles. He will keep our case aside if we don't accept them with equanimity. He will not abandon us entirely but keeps us aside temporarily. We are not even aware that God is doing all this. Sometimes Guru fulfills our desires, and sometimes he ensures that our desires are not fulfilled. He observes our response in both situations. We may become emotional when our desire is fulfilled and may become depressed if our desire is not fulfilled. He stops bestowing us with self-realization if there is a difference in our behavior. The Guru thinks that we still need to prepare to bear the experience of self-realization and hence postpones the same. He presumes that we will die of breathlessness if grace is granted without deserving it.
As the Guru wants to reveal our weaknesses, he may inspire our near and dear ones, with whom we are deeply attached, to scold us. Though we are far away physically, we may carry some people within our hearts. Guru ensures that we get rebuked by them so that we will lose our attachment to them. Until and unless we don't get those cuffs, we will not lose our attachment to them.
This creation does not belong to any one of us but belongs to God. Nothing can happen without His will. We get delighted when an incident becomes favorable, and sorrowful when it turns out unfavorable. The Guru says that this is not good. It is the strategy of the Guru to lead us toward a greater good through this unfavorable incident. Not knowing this, we rebuke God when any incident becomes adverse to us. When those who desire our welfare do not harm us, how can God do the same? God only destroys our ego through it. By doing so, He will not ruin us but will carry us to the heights of self-knowledge.
One cannot attain self-realization without possessing self-confidence. Suppose we don't have self-confidence. The Guru creates situations where we will gain self-confidence. The Guru allots us such a family and creates circumstances that enhance our self-confidence, thereby bestowing us with self-knowledge. Guru grants us courage when we are subject to fear.
The Guru does not have a past, present, and future. He also takes us beyond them. Guru may look at one person compassionately and look at another person angrily. Here compassion is required to reform this person, and anger is needed to reform that person. Guru is concerned only with their reformation and nothing else. Though some devotees stayed in the ashram for 4 days, Bhagavan did not talk to them. He did not have any rivalry with them but wanted to teach them some discipline through his silence. When the Guru has no duality, how can he possess any enemies? Sometimes the Guru may speak very harshly or may not even talk to us. Then we must not look upon the Guru as an ordinary person. The only intention of the Guru is to reform us. He has no purpose other than this. The Guru will not leave us until we attain his state. He will not abandon us until we attain his peace and bliss. However, if our body expires even before that, he will search for us, come to our place, and ensure that we develop love for him, thereby reforming and granting us liberation.
Once, a devotee intensely yearned to see Bhagavan Ramana. He traveled a lot and, at last, reached the Ramanashram. However, when he came into the presence of Bhagavan, Bhagavan did not even look at him. The devotee felt greatly offended but understood that Bhagavan dragged him to Arunachala. Therefore the devotee thought, "O Bhagavan, you are a lover, but you are a cruel lover."
Sometimes when the Guru passes by, he will not even look at or talk to us. We may feel like giving him a cuff. We may think, "What is this?" Though visible, he is not even looking at or talking to me. Guru walks away as if he is not acquainted with us. Only they are blessed. Whoever realizes that every action of the Guru, whether he looks at us or not, talks to us or not, is only to bring about maturity and purification in us. Therefore the silence of the Guru is nothing but his grace. We need not talk to him. All our doubts get clarified in Guru's silence only. Not merely his words, but even his silence preaches to us. It annihilates our ignorance. Sometimes the Guru raises his voice. Such a reaction is not due to foreign matter within us. It is a process of sending our mind into the depths of the heart. Guru welcomes us and asks us, "How are you? How are your children studying? Why is the Guru concerned about the studies and marriage of our children? It is because the Guru has no reason other than purifying our minds. Thus he talks to us intimately and keeps on preaching to us. If we are granted self-knowledge without purifying our minds, such a mind cannot bear the same. If Guru places an unbearable burden upon us, we will die as we cannot handle it. Therefore the Guru sees how far we are eligible and deserving to receive the grace. He will not abandon us if we do not deserve it. He will ensure that we will become qualified enough to receive the grace. Until then, he cleanses us like cleansing a fish.
Guru talks with us, and in that process, he steadies our mind, purifies it, and introverts it. He pushes our mind into the cave of the heart. He talks with us and becomes our friend, only to bestow us with liberation and take us to a fearless state devoid of likes and dislikes. When God comes as Guru, he very well knows who he is. He also knows very well where he wants to take us. However, sometimes he enacts anger to implement it. Lord Krishna jumped from his chariot and ran with a broken wheel to kill Bhishma. Krishna's ornaments fell hither-thither in that process. Why did he do this? It is only to bestow his grace upon Bhishma. They are blessed indeed, who realize Guru's anger also as his grace.
Sometimes we feel that Guru has abandoned us. We may say, "These days, my Guru has abandoned me. I cannot remember him these days. I am not sure where he has gone. I am very restless and devoid of peace. I lack Guru's grace." We keep thinking like this but may not speak out. It may be disgraceful for us to speak out such words. But it is all Guru's grace only. He makes us think so. He performs several gimmicks only to accept us back more intensely and deeply and re-hug us. Those who realize it are blessed indeed. Sometimes we feel as if our relationship with the Guru has ended. We presume that we are not related to the Guru in any manner. He will then pull us back again and touch our hearts intimately. It is only the Guru who has distanced us away from him, and it is only he who has pulled us back towards him. He observes our reaction when we get distanced from him and when pulled back towards him. He observes whether we are peaceful or disturbed. When we are peaceful, we are unaware that he is the bestower of peace. Thus he keeps on monitoring whether we are balanced or not. Until our mind attains equanimity, he will ensure that our mind gets trapped in some situation.
मन्नाथः श्री जगन्नाथ मद्गुरुः श्री जगद्गुरुः मदात्मा सर्वभूतात्मा तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः।